How's it going? So, I think this week has been somewhat eventful. So, last Sunday I went to see my friends again, and again it was a very nice meeting, and we just had lunch, and then we just went to a cafe and just basically spoke, really, like talked about what's been going on in our lives and what we plan to do in the future, and just having friendly, casual conversations, really. So, overall, it's really nice seeing them again. And one of my friends even got me a Christmas gift, and it's very large and it's very, very heavy. And it was really difficult bringing that back home and stuff. Like, it's just so heavy that by the end of it, my arms were just knackered. But in the end, I'm sure I'll enjoy the gift, and I'm really grateful for him to giving me it. And then on Monday, I went to Woodside again after 3 weeks absent, and I worked on my 3D character more, and I think it should be finished by next week. So I mainly just got to finalize the eyes and then add in more facial features and then attach the wings, and I think it will be finished. So I'm looking forward to finally completing that. And then for the sketching, this time we did like the usual kind of sketching this time, and we just basically had to draw still life of some various objects. And this time we were taught how to identify shading and different types of lights in the objects, so we had to focus more on the dark areas, the light areas, even like things like reflection. And this is the kind of stuff I've learned before back in school and stuff, so I was already somewhat familiar what I had to do and stuff, but overall it was okay, I think. And then the next day I went to the DCCA Christmas party. It's basically a gathering of like a lot of Chinese people in the local area, and every year we like to host like a little Christmas party that we all go to. So we just went there, basically just had a gathering and ate some roast and stuff. So overall, I thought it was okay going. And then later in the week, me, Mum, and Mercy put up the Christmas tree finally. And I know it's quite a bit late putting it up, but I wanted to wait until my mum got back from Hong Kong because I just find it more fun to put it up together. So us three managed to put it together finally, and I think it turned out okay. Like, we have it in the usual spot, and then I like to decorate it and put the lights and stuff. So yeah, I usually enjoy putting it up together, and I guess this year was no different. And for the rest of the week, I mainly just continued my story, really. So I think overall, all 10 chapters are pretty much done in terms of the main story. So now I'm just going back all the way to the beginning and just rereading it, editing a lot of stuff, adding in a lot of stuff as well, and just tidying it up basically. So I think overall it's going slow but still smoothly, and I think it's still going to take a while until the story is done. Like, I like to take my time with it, so yeah, I think overall it's going okay. And I've also still been continuing composing the theme for it, and I think the main theme itself is done, but I just got to work out what type of instruments I like to use and just like finalizing some parts of it. And overall, it sounds, I guess it sounds like my usual type of compositions, but at the same time, it sounds really like different, if that makes sense. So once I finalize the instruments and put it all together, like, I probably will post it up on this channel. So I guess maybe look forward to that, I guess. Hopefully it turns out well. As for my mood this week, I think it's been a bit lighter than last week. I mean, like I said, it's been much more eventful this week, and like seeing my friends again, going to the Chinese party, and putting up the tree with Mum and Mercy. I guess all those things are positive to me, so I guess those things have lifted up my mood quite a bit. But I will say, at the beginning of the week, I was feeling a bit not quite myself. Like, I often get phases where I just somehow not act my usual way, really. Like, I could say something that's not what I usually say or what I really mean, and even like get carried away with like jokes and stuff that can end up hurting the person that I'm speaking to, really. Even if they don't say anything about it, I can still kind of feel they are a bit upset over it, and I end up just hating myself more inside. So, but because I've had a lot of these phases often, like they can last from a few days to maybe a few weeks, and throughout the years I've sort of learned how to kind of deal with it a bit more. So I've kind of said like try not to put myself down too much and just be more wary and control of myself for the future, really. But I think now I'm feeling a bit more like myself than I was at the beginning of the week. But yeah, overall, I think my mood has been a bit lighter than last week. So yeah, I think overall positive for me this week. And I think that's pretty much for this week. So hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.